Well, I got some bad news today for you all. It's just horrifying. The thing is, I don't think there's a way that we can recover from this. There's no coming back, and it's going to affect a large portion of Europe. I'm sorry for you citizens of Europe over there that are listening to this right now, but Denmark has reached a birth rate that is a 27-year low. So they're begging their men to have sex with feminists. Yay! See, this is what you get when you go woke. Don't go woke. I tell you, everybody, don't go woke. Woke is bad. Woke is wrong. Don't go woke. Hey, if you're new to my channel, I talk about things that are woke. And please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Be careful when you're commenting. Don't leave comments that are derogatory towards a group of people. And check out some of my other videos. I got a lot of them. So let's see what this article has to say. It's a short article. We'll go through it. Something is rotten in the state of Denmark. I love Denmark. And the people of Denmark, some of my fondest memories are of riding on horseback through Klampenborg Park and meeting men and women who were generally kind, thoughtful, helpful, and friendly people. Denmark, however, has fallen ill to a festering infection known as feminism. It is the same illness that has taken hold of the rest of Scandinavia, Western Europe, and the UK. Because of this gender infirmity, Denmark's birth rate and its population growth has been plummeting, as is true with most of Western Europe. Yeah, men don't want to get married because there's really no benefit in it for them, and they don't want to have kids because, again, there's no benefit in it for them. It's just a burden for them paying for these children that they don't end up seeing. Feminism has given women in Denmark an immunity from civility and license to openly hate and ridicule men. For example, it is not uncommon for girls to be sitting on a bus in a group and have them openly point to a man and discuss how unattractive he is. The Danish legal system is set up so that once a woman has been impregnated by a man, the man is completely disposable in divorce, and the man's role as a sperm donor is further degraded by requiring him to pay for the child for the rest of his life, so that the impregnated woman may enjoy her fulfillment as a modern feminist. Exactly. Women can have it all today. You can do it all. You can do whatever you want to. It's fine. You don't need no man. You need a man like a fish need a bicycle. Yeah, no, This has gotten a bit better here in the United States, and I know that in California, where I am, alimony is based on income. So I would not move to a state and get married where alimony was not based on income. It doesn't make any sense to live in a place where alimony is based on gender, because whatever gender has to pay the alimony, it's always men, by the way, but whatever gender has to pay the alimony has no power in that situation. The spouse can just leave and claim, "Hey, look, I get your money. That's how it is. You're going to pay me." Now, there's also the unfortunate thing about California is that it has lifetime alimony, which that means that me in my current relationship, I make more than my spouse, my wife, and I would have to pay her if we were for the rest of my life if we were married for more than 10 years. Fortunately, I don't make terribly large amount more than her. It's significant, but it's not like it's not enough to live on. That difference is not enough to live on. But if that were to happen, I would probably just leave the country. There's no point in staying in a country that has turned its back on you. And this country actually I figured out this country turned its back on me a long time ago. When it came to dating, I was living a life as a MGTOW without realizing it. I was living the MGTOW without recognizing it. I dated, and I was looking for a long-term relationship. So in that regard, I was not. But I wouldn't put up with any shenanigans from women. I can't tell you how many times I heard, "You wanted to go out with me, and now you're all mad at me," or whatever, or unhappy with me. It's like, yeah, I'm not going to put up with any of your... I want to go out with you and get to know you, and now I've gotten to know you well enough to know that you're not worth spending time with. So it was pretty nightmarish there, and that's what I was pointing the finger at this country, which, I mean, where else are you going to point it? It's our culture. Women don't want to have long-term relationships with men. This has been talked about many times on YouTube, and it looks like the truth is they don't want to have long-term relationships until they get to be about 30, 35, 40, somewhere in that range. And then they realize, oh, you know what, I need to settle down and have kids. But by then they're ugly, and the men who are their age and would be good partners for them are like, I have lots of money, and guess who likes money? Girls in their 20s. Yay. So they're going after girls. I mean, it's like not a difficult thing to figure out. If you can attract the most attractive people, you're just going to be with the most attractive people. Denmark still imposes all the obligations of men that have survived medieval chivalry, yet virtually sees men as nothing but completely disposable sperm donors who are occasionally allowed to work in the Danish socialist job market. Denmark's feminist culture, laws, and government view and treat men as nothing but disposable sperm donors. That's basically the way it is in most Western countries. Men don't matter. Women need all of the advantages in our society. Women do take more advantage of social programs, and they are dependent on men in that regard. And then on top of that, they get the child support. If they get pregnant, there's a father around, then they can get child support for it. And what we need to do is just say, hey, look, men have the ability to opt out of child rearing, so therefore they don't have to pay any child support, and then this would all end immediately. This would all end tomorrow. If that was the law, that should be the national law. You're done. Men don't have to pay child support if they don't want to. They can get out of it. They lose visitation rights, but I think most men would agree. Yeah, I don't want to have visitation rights. I don't care about this. This is not what I want out of my life. I'm not saying it's a good thing to do, but I think that if a man got into a situation with a woman where he didn't know her that well, didn't care for her that much, but he wanted to be physically intimate with her, and then he ended up getting her pregnant, and she had the child, and he wouldn't want to have anything to do with the child if he didn't want to have anything to do with her. So then he could opt out, and this would solve all of our relationship problems tomorrow. Everything would be fixed. The result of this men being disposable sperm donors law, the result is that only about 20% of Danish men are actively in the dating pool. Danish women are constantly complaining about not having enough men to satisfy their desires for sex and social intercourse. Yet, Danish women will viciously guard their feminism, hatred of men, life plans to treat men as disposable, and the concept that men are irrelevant except to give the woman sperm and the children some semblance of legitimacy. Yeah, well, I mean, you asked for this, you got it, and now you're complaining about it. Too bad, you lose. One with intellect, sensitivity, education, instead of the indoctrination that feminism requires, and human dignity might think that the solution to this problem would be to encourage women to learn something about human compassion, respect, human value beyond sex, and the beauty of binding interpersonal relationships. Yeah, they want that. They do want that after they've had their fun. They want to go out and party it up and have all the excitement and fun until they're bored of that, and then they want to go, okay, now it's time to settle down and have this close, intimate relationship. What they don't realize, because they've been sold a bill of goods, is that men don't want you then. Men don't want you after you've been run through by 35,000 guys. I have no interest in being with a woman who's been around. And most men feel the same way. Now, a man will accept a woman who's been around. I've seen it happen many, many times, but most men want a chaste woman. Women are the other way around. Women think it's hot that a man can attract lots of different women. Men think that it's hotter when a girl who is attractive and can attract lots of men says no to other men. Because then he's like, I got the prize. Yeah, I got the prize. Whereas women are like, oh, he's already been with all these women, but I ended up with him in the end. I got the prize. And it's not that way with men. It's different. The Danish government doesn't have any of those problems. Here is the Danish government's solution. This is just one advertisement of an intense propaganda campaign Danish feminist institutions undertook to try to beg men to inseminate Danish women for mom and for state. There's a trigger warning. This will offend your intelligence, and if you are a man, it will grind down your dignity and self-respect with a boot heel. I took the ad out. It's a video ad. It's a nice little ad. It's about a minute and a half long, I think. It's in they do have subtitles. It's in Danish if you don't speak Danish. It says right here, note how the advertisement features a prominent man-hating feminist in the narrative in order to appease the fascist feminist lobby that controls the country's social laws and norms. So there's apparently a prominent Danish feminist in there. I watched the ad. Go find the article. Watch the ad. It's there. You can see it. It's fine. And here we go. Note how the advertisement relegates the man to a mere decoration and accessory and sperm donor. It does. It does. The man is just kind of there, and it focuses on the woman the whole time. Note how the key solution in the minds of the feminist state is for women to seduce and rape. She employs force at the end of the video, which would be a serious crime if a man did it. The man is as opposed to an honest interaction between two adults seeking mutual love, respect, and compassion for each other. Do it for Denmark. The mass media feminist propaganda campaign was an abysmal failure in Denmark. The government remains clueless. Something is indeed rotten in the state of Denmark. We have a comment down here, which I think is just sort of a repeat of some of this other stuff. I wonder how far this will go. Is this even feminism anymore, or just man-hating? It is just that. Is there anything left about human compassion, respect, human value beyond sex and beauty and binding interpersonal relationships? There is, but most people don't get to that point before they've ruined their lives. Unfortunately, I don't see any slowing down of this. It just keeps going forward until everyone is clueless and frustrated and probably accept the fact that the man role is just a sperm donor. Yeah, I mean, that's what's happening. It's turning into that very quickly. The humanity is becoming very hedonistic, and the thing is if you want to have a healthy society, you can't be hedonistic. You have to be altruistic. So figure that out for yourselves, Denmark. Going woke is a joke. So, all right, that's all I got for this time. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.